Good morning, good morning. We've got a lovely sunrise coming up here. That's why I look so angelic as I do. Today I want to talk about something that I remember from years ago. Now, one of my worst jobs, as I've talked about this many times on this channel, was stacking shelves. 10 hours a night just stacking jars of coffee, box of tea, packets of biscuits for 10 hours. It was really, really monotonous. And I remember one night, stacking all that stuff and just saying to myself, something, what example am I showing to my kids? When you've got kids, you're always telling them, to reach for the stars and they can achieve anything they want and they can do this and they can do that. And then here was me in this job, stacking shelves. I'm just saying to myself, there's no point in me telling my kids that they can reach for the stars when this is as far as I've got. And then I realized that, if I was to go to be an example to my kids, well, then I should be an example to my kids. I should give them something to aim for. Now, not that I want them to be anything like me. I don't want them to be a carbon copy of me. I don't. I want them to have their own little journey in life. But I want them to be able to achieve what they want to achieve. And I just said, if I'm setting my standards so low down here, well, why should they really aim any higher? And then that's why I started actually doing a lot of things I did back then, starting writing fiction books and doing things I didn't do before, because I was trying to push the limit. I was trying to be an example to my kids and saying, well, if I can write a book or if I can have a podcast or if I can do videos, well, there's no reason why you can't do those things as well. So I'd remind you that as well too, that, sometimes we turn back to our kids and we're kind of handing on the baton to them and saying to them, well, you can be whatever you want and you can have this and you can do this. But really, I think sometimes we need to be an example to our kids. We need to show them the things that we can do. And then they're kind of thinking to themselves, well, if my father can do this, or if my mother can do this, well, why can't I? So I think we should always kind of push our own standards and be an example to our kids that they will also push their own standards and, raise themselves up higher than maybe they might have never thought it before. If they've seen the parents writing a fiction book, well, what could they achieve? You never know. So bear that in mind. That was just something that I remembered, from years ago, was that, if I'm going to be an example to my kids and I want good things for my kids, well, then I need to show them what I can do, and hopefully it'll help them believe in themselves as well and to maybe achieve even higher than I have. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.